a story that came out in the Herald Sun. I want to thank one of my subscribers, JG, for sending this article dated August 15th, 2018. North Carolina sees the nation's second highest increase in opioid deaths. Drug overdoses in North Carolina surged in 2017 faster than any other state in the nation but one, as the potent and cheap fentanyl and its derivatives flooded the state. The Center for Disease Control said in a preliminary estimate Wednesday that 2,505 people in North Carolina overdosed on opioids and other drugs last year, a 22.5% increase from the year before. So far, 2,323 deaths have been reported in North Carolina for 2017. But more, I think they mean 2018, but I'm just going to go on. But more are expected to be tallied because of lags resulting from autopsies and reporting delays. The spikes in deaths is taking place despite efforts to curb the plague that has claimed more than 12,000 lives in the state since 1999. Public officials have not been able to keep up with the rapid spread of synthetic fentanyl, which is not only cheap, but also 40 times more potent than heroin. And they're not. Okay? Never mind. Let me just go on. And we know that all of these fentanyl analogs, ladies and gentlemen, come from China. Okay? And they try to check all of these packages coming in from overseas, but it's just so many. A lot of this just gets missed and it still makes it into the country. And don't forget, the drugs are coming in from all borders. They can't stop this thing. They can't. And look at all the billions. And they already said they've spent over $1 trillion, ladies and gentlemen, on this drug plague. And they're not putting a dent in it. All of the fentanyl, they said there's more fentanyl than ever getting into the country now. And every time they figure out one fentanyl analog, a new one comes along because they keep changing it over and over and over. They can barely keep up with what's going on in the streets when it comes down to all of these drugs flowing in. Plus, it's too many people making a lot of money on these drugs. See, if you're just looking at it at the drug dealer level, then you're not even scratching the surface. A lot of people in high political power in this country are deeply ingrained in these drugs coming in the country too. That's why they will always make it in here. It doesn't matter what efforts they make at the airport and dog sniffing for drugs. It's not going to do any good in the long run. The drugs will always make it in here. I remember I did a video, it was probably last year, and it was showing how they're now using drones to get the drugs across the border. They're not even worried about putting drugs in vehicles anymore. They're using drones. What is this going to do, putting up a border wall? This whole thing is ridiculous. And all of these high IQs, and nobody can figure out what to do with the drug plague in the country, but everybody got a high IQ. You know, with all the problems going on in America and you folks that like to go around chanting you got a high IQ, why don't you use your high IQ to resolve all of these problems going on? What's the point in having a high IQ and you're not doing nothing with it? Resolve some of these problems going on in America. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. You know, they're claiming that 72,000 people died last year, but you know that projection is low. 22 states only reported to the CDC. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And ladies and gentlemen, I will see you on the next video. Peace, family.